You have to show up. So
Cooks.
anyways, this morning we Marines are honored to be the presence of you all once again. It's our 240th birthday. It's tomorrow, thankfully. Thank you, everybody. Once again, thank you all veterans, reservists, retirees, civilians, and Carlos, who will probably be here fucking on our 247th birthday, 275th birthday, I should say. And our war personnel that came here today because they're supporting the current envoys. Go Navy. All right. So once again, we Marines, thank you for continuing service to our armed forces and support, and thanks, and please enjoy the food. All right, plenty of chow back there. It's provided by the gentleman back there, Mr. Cudlow. I love him. All right, this is the Air Force chow house, so shut the fuck up and get goddamn eggs in your, or eggshells in your eggs, all right? Please, all right. So while we were watching away, I'll entertain with something other than Jerry Springer that seems to be playing on the back TV quite often there, Carlos and Charlie. No more Jerry Springer, please. All right, so in your presence, you have our finest Marines. Our brothers and sisters here today are bonded not only by our locality and job descriptions, but by an oath that we swore upon entering our depots, being either Paris Island, or San Diego, MCRD. It began when we took our last steps as civilians and planted them on those infamous yellow footprints that you will soon see. Before we entered the grounds to begin our journey to become United States Marine, the finest and most formidable warriors that have proven themselves time and time again in every climb and every place. Last year, we gave you their names. This year, we'll give you our brief but important stories as one picture can sometimes explain what 1,000 words cannot. So not to waste any time, I'll give you our Commandant's birthday message that will be delivered, followed by our past and review. So over 100 years ago, it became a Marine Corps tradition. We'll read the General Johnny Lejeune's birthday message. On November 1st, 1921, John A. Lejeune, 13th Commandant of the Marine Corps, directed that a reminder of the honorable service of the Corps be published by every command. To all Marines throughout the globe, on the birthday of the Corps, since that day, Marines have continued to distinguish themselves on many battlefields and foreign shores, in war and peace. On this birthday of the Corps, therefore, in compliance with the will of the 13th Commandant, Article 38, United States Marine Corps Manual, edition of 1901, is republished as follows. On November 10, 1775, the Corps of Marines was created by a resolution of Continental Congress. Since that date, many thousand men have borne the name Marine. In memory of them, it is fitting that we who are Marines commemorate the birthday of our Corps by calling to mind the glories of its long and illustrious history. The record of our Corps is one which will bear a comparison with that of the most famous military organizations in the world's history. During 90 of the 146 years of its existence, the Marine Corps has been in action against the nation foes. From the Battle of Trenton to the Argonne, Marines have won foremost honors in war and in the long eras of tranquility at home. Generation after generation of Marines have grown gray in war in both hemispheres, and in every corner of the seven seas that our country and its citizens might enjoy peace and security. In every battle and skirmish since the birth of our Corps, Marines have acquitted themselves with the greatest distinction, winning new honors on each occasion. The term Marine has come to signify that its highest in military efficiency and soldierly virtue. This high name of distinction and soldierly repute, we who are Marines today have received from those who preceded us in the Corps. With it, we all also received from the fraternal spirit which has animated our Corps from generation to generation and has been a distinguished mark of the Marines at every age. So long as that spirit continues to flourish, Marines will be found equal to every emergency in the future as they have been in the past. And the men of our nation will guard us as worthy successors in a long line of illustrious men who have served as soldiers of the sea since the founding of the Corps. Major General John A. Lejeune, 13th Commandant Marine Corps, 1921. And with tradition, we'll read our acting commandant message for the Marine Corps for the 248th birthday.
A message from the Commandant of the Marine Corps. For 248 years, Marines have earned a reputation as the most disciplined and lethal war fighters in the world. This legacy of honor, courage, and commitment passed on to us was paid for in sweat, blood, and sacrifice. From Bellawood to Incheon and Tarawa to Sandon, Marines have stepped forward to defend our Constitution when others either could not or would not. Our history is filled with heroes like Chief Warrant Officer 4, Herschel Woody Williams, Private First Class Hector Gaferata Jr., Sergeant Major Dan Daly, and thousands of others who performed acts of bravery which went unseen in the heat of battle. We stand on the shoulders of these Marines, and we owe it to them to earn our title Marine each and every day. Marines have given and have been willing to give their lives for country and corps in every fight our nation has entered. Our actions turned back the tide of tyranny in Europe during the Great War, defeated fascism in Asia during World War II, fought for democracy in Korea and Vietnam, and offered the hope of self-determination in the Middle East. We go to war whenever our nation calls, and in the interwar periods we train, we prepare, and we innovate. We have chosen a life of service and sacrifice, an honorable life that has meaning. We sacrifice so our fellow citizens don't have to, and we seek nothing in return but a chance to be the first to fight. Most will never understand why we choose to attack when others do not, why we revel in being covered in mud, why we snap to attention when the Marines hymn is played, or why we say, "Hoorah!" We understand it, and this message is for us, for the Marines. As Marines, we live on a war footing because someone must. This means that we ruthlessly adhere to our standards of excellence, Marine standards, as we know this will be the best prepared for us for the wars of the future. Our high standards are prerequisites of professional warfighting and how we keep our honor clean in the cauldron of combat. They prepare us for the most difficult mission there is, fighting from and returning to the sea. Most importantly, they shape our unique Marine culture, which is respected at home and across the globe. Sergeant Major Reese is proud of all that you have done in this past year to protect and enhance the reputation as America's best warriors. We hope you know that we will be with you every step of the way as we prepare for the fights ahead. We ask that every Marine, active reserve, and veteran honor the legacy of those who went before us by continuing to uphold our high standards. Protect your fellow Marines and our shared legacy. Happy birthday, Marines.
To this day, young men and women choose to raise their right hand and swear an oath to something greater than themselves. I was gonna die with my boots on. Let's do it. Combat is ugly.
He's gone. Because he was laying right there. He's not there no more. I shot him like 5 times.
If you think combat is great, then you haven't been there.
So we were taking fire all day long. Lieutenant Calvin bent over and had his radio. A tracer round came through the left armhole of his flak jacket and out the right armhole. And just barely penetrated the skin. Crazy thing was the man was a young enlisted man. He had a tattoo on his back that said Marine, tracer, underlined the word Marine. That's the kind of story that people won't believe unless you show it to them.
I've been shot a few times, blown up, stabbed. I owe my life to Navy corpsmen. Those are unsung heroes.
When you're in a battle and you're wounded, but you know you can still pull a trigger, the thing that keeps you going is the man to your left and the man to your right.
Since its birth, the Marine Corps has sought to find those exceptional individuals who embody the qualities of toughness, grit, honor, courage, and commitment. Qualities required of a professional warfighting force that is not only capable, but willing to do the hard things on behalf of the nation.
Victory in every fighting place does not happen by chance. From the unforgiving jungles of the South Pacific, to the snow-covered mountains of Korea, to the bloody streets of Hue and Fallujah, Marines have prevailed because they had moral courage, steel backbones, and a ruthless commitment to a tradition of excellence.
And with preparation comes confidence. The more prepared you are, the more you rehearse, the more you drill, the more confident you get. And so we're ready to go.
The Marine Standard is the only standard, and discipline is the currency of our Corps. This is the bedrock of our ethos, and what makes us unique from any other fighting force in the world.
Discipline and being lethal, I see it every single day, from the fire team to the squad to the platoon level, when the Marines are running up recon, running through the low trail, going to the dojo, making themselves more lethal and fit. And that directly correlates to when you go do, Rangers 400 or do a company cliff assault. That's only gonna continue to bleed on when they go overseas and take care of business.
Today, we continue to prepare for the next fight. And while the faces, weapons, and formations are new, the fighting spirit of the individual Marine has never changed. When the nation calls and the order is given to send in the Marines, every friend and every foe understands that help or destruction is on the way.
Right now, we have more capabilities than we ever had in the past, from weapon systems, platforms, and technology to it'll be lighter and faster and more lethal.
As Marines, we do not decide when the next fight will come, but we do decide who wins.
The Marines who came before have paved the way. They prevailed against all odds, in the face of unimaginable hardship, and yet they kept their humanity. They kept their honor clean.
The character of war will change, the battlefield will evolve, and the equipment will modernize. But the warrior ethos of our Corps stands firm. We do not simply say that we're first to fight. We work hard every day to prove it.
To our adversaries, I would say if you see that U.S. Marines and you see that MARPAD, I would say you better stand by. Because if you don't think these Marines are working every single day to better their craft and skills, you got another thing coming. Because these Marines aren't going to stop until the mission is accomplished and you're destroyed.
It's funny when you're a Lance Corporal, you got combat action, Navy unit commendation, Marine Corps Expeditionary Medal, and a sea service, and they look at you like, where have you been? Nowhere. I just went with the Marine Corps sent me.
We are people who are dedicated to the service to others. If there's somebody that's in trouble, a Marine is not going to turn and walk away. They're going to do whatever's necessary. It's to the point of giving their life.
Admiral Chester Nimitz said about Iwo Jima, uncommon valor was a common virtue. The stories I hear at reunions should be on Silver Star citations.
The Marine Corps history is very important, and I'm glad that it's still being taught. I'm glad that my fellow Marines that didn't come back are being remembered, are being discussed in squad bays till this day.
Marines are tough. I think there's something about a young man or young woman who comes into the Marine Corps that they perhaps were born with and didn't even know it.
You can do it. You can do it all. You are capable of more than you think, and there are so many people in the Marine Corps who want to enable that. You're now fighting for your brothers and sisters.
What was common then, and from what I can tell, what's common now, is the camaraderie. You watch my back, I'll watch your back. You don't want to let people down on either side of you.
There's no better thing than camaraderie and talking through it and sharing certain pieces with individuals, because it creates a bond that is unbreakable.
Everybody wants to be a champion. Everybody really wants to be part of the best.
Marines, you are the strength of our Corps, and your actions determine the fate of millions of future warriors and their ability to stand on your shoulders. I know that you're ready.
As we come together to celebrate our 248th birthday, I encourage every Marine to reflect on our history and think about the moment when you ask yourself, do I have what it takes? You are on the journey that few have dared to begin.
Take pride in what you represent. You are the pinnacle of professional warriors and the model for others to follow. Sergeant Major Luis and I are proud to stand among you, and we'll be with you every step of the way. Happy birthday, Marines, and Semper Fidelis.
We're Marines till we die. And we require 2 weeks notice for that.
Was that Green Day? Oh my god. Oh my
Oh, actually, you two are gonna have to duke it out. I don't know who's the oldest here.
No. No.
This is the one and only time.
He's way older than me.
Hey, I'll step out. All right.
So who's the youngest?
So we got Jared Granados. He was born somewhere in the 2000s or something like that. 96. All right, never mind.
Jared, how long you been working here?
27?
How long you been working here?
Oh, 2 months.
2 months? Have I seen you yet? Have you ever been in my office yet? Adam?
Yes, sir, me and Travis.
I told you he was older than me.
Finally got a haircut. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I got a haircut. All right, as with tradition, on the celebration of the birthday, we share we have the cake cutting, and it's actually shared between the youngest Marine and the oldest Marine. Okay, youngest Marine being the birth of our Corps, actually the newest of our Corps. The oldest Marine to pass on those traditions of being old, right? All right, come on over. Usually senior does this, but he decided to vacate us and go to San Diego and have too much fun. All right. Who's first?
It's not like
Cut it with your knife hand.
Okay. Hey, you can buy it. Think this cake's There you go.
Jared, you feed it to Mel.
God, it looks so good.
It's food.
Well, he takes care of himself, so.
If you guys do it like this.
No. That ain't that.
All right, happy birthday, Marines, and it's
Happy birthday, guys!